It was weird. Yes, it was weird. Yeah, I at first, no, I did not. I wasn't too fond of Lauren. No, I wasn't too fond of her when I came back because we had a whole plan. Even how when I came back, how I pick her to fill in for me. Right, I come back, she ain't ever leave. Then all right, cool that she don't leave, but she's on only during my segment. If she was meant to be a fourth host, move her in another way. Why she got to be moved in on? Because nobody had a problem with Jess with the mess until she started reading right. You know what I mean? Till she started
So
reporting. I wasn't hired as a reporter. I was hired as Jess with the mess.
Boom, hold on, damn, boom. All right, a lot of people was asking me what I thought about this. You know what I'm saying? The whole Jess hilarious breakdown and stuff like that, as far as the Breakfast Club and her and Lauren and all this shit like this. And so I can read back my comment I put on here. I mean, that's what we do on social media, right? So I said all of this is petty. I said Jess probably feels like she, like the show brought her on board for ghetto ratings. But when a more conservative woman actually gets more love, ghetto becomes more obsolete. The brand you choose could dictate how you win or how you lose. And that's what I put in the comment section. You know what I'm saying? I try to put things in the comment sections, you know what I mean, on social media when I look at these things that are developing. As someone that does content creation, I try to at least put something in there that provokes some type of thought about the situation. And my thought is simply that. Shouts out to everybody in the chat. I see you as well. Don't forget to put where you're from. I feel like they did bring Jess on board for a ghetto rating. And when I say that, I mean the whole narrative of Sexy Reds and the Megan Thee Stallions and that whole, you got to understand that culture moves in waves, you know, and these big conglomerates, they move along with the wave. That's why this podcast is called the Wave Podcast. You have to also look at the industry. It's the same. You can't bring one trick into a corporate setting. Jess Hilarious is a prime example, just like many that did not prepare for the blessing that was given to her. Even though she had a brand and she was starting to build a brand, she just rode the wave of saying, well, I don't have to, well, a lot of my constituents and people in this industry don't need to have as much talent. They don't have to prepare. But see, Jess Hilarious, you don't understand. There's levels to this, Jess Hilarious. And no one, I haven't heard anyone speak about telling her, hey, shouts out to Jones Sounds over there. You already know what it is. You know, I haven't heard anybody like break down the Jess Hilarious. All right, cool. Well, you did wilding out. You got to this point. These blessings are only going to be bigger. You can't keep riding that same wave of, okay, society likes ghetto. Society likes, that shit is a wave. And honestly, it's a false narrative, because in actuality, a lot of people don't like the ghetto, unorganized, all over the place type shit, because see, it makes us all look bad. You get what I'm saying? If you don't have any type of structure to the brand, if you want people to invest in you, you want people to make you famous, and I keep saying this to these celebrities, these people that become famous but not know how to maintain it or not understand the root of how you became to where you are. You have to pay attention to the components that got you there. It's going to be the people and actually knowing what the real people want. And the real people want things that make them look good. When you become a face of something, they want people up there that represent us well, because see, we've already been subject to a lot of misrepresentation. So what she did was she worked this hard to get a job, but didn't take it. She took it for granted, and we all could see it. We all could see that Jess with the mess she didn't really take the situation seriously. So what does corporations do? Corporations go out there and they find somebody else to throw in there for competition, someone else, and then they do that to expose you. If you piss them off, because you say, all right, well, cool. Well, y'all brought me here, and you make it about you, and you make it seem like it's you and then the Breakfast Club. She had a throne up there. She had all types of shit. And another thing to the young ladies out there. Another thing, shouts out to Corey Dwayne out there, said that's exactly what it sounds like, a petty mess. That's the truth. And I keep trying to tell all the young ladies out there, all my sisters, of all colors, this is what the industry also does to you. when you get to these positions, also know that they're also going to try to use things and weaponize pregnancy against you. Now, I get it. We'll say that they'll weaponize the plastic surgery. They'll weaponize the relationship. They'll weaponize the pregnancies against women to get them and keep them out of position. Now, how did they steal Jess's her shit? Is because of the fact that, and that's all it really is. If I take your ideas and I rebrand it as something that mirrors it but looks different, but represents itself differently, Home Depot or Lowe's, it's the same fucking thing. Target or Walmart, it's the same fucking thing. They do this in corporations all the time. And what artists and people need to do and start paying attention to is when you get into your blessing, focus on that blessing, maximize that blessing before you get pregnant, before you get in these false relationships these celebrities be getting in, before you get these surgeries and you be out of work. Because while you missing work, or while you was up there before you started missing work, they pay people to jot everything that you do well down, so that when they do get you off position, now they can just move someone else in that they can program to take your spot. And then that's why Jess feels portrayed, and she feels like, and then everyone's going to talk to you as if it's an intervention for you. The industry fools you into thinking that the wave is substantial. The wave will keep moving, but the ghetto wave is over. People don't like that no more. Look where the ghetto wave has gotten us. We had Sexy Red, we had Lil Durk, all them motherfuckers except for the females. The females are all pregnant or on drugs real bad right now. And then all the guys are locked the fuck up. That ghetto shit drip, that little era is a wave. Business will always be business. Focus will always be focus. That's why they have sayings out here like, keep the main thing the main thing. You can't get into these situations and then you fall victim to your own ego, and you go out there, you start missing work, because when you come back, you're replaced, and you're always replaceable. So this is why you see the confused look on her face. This is why you see where it looks like she's looking like she sounds crazy. They're going to probably say that she's crazy now.
Sometimes I wonder why the fuck I'm a sign? Why the fuck I'm a sign? Why the fuck I'm a sign? Huh? Fuck the game. Fuck the game. The angels in the ghetto done sign my name.